Congratulations, Dad, on 50 years in the ministry. I'll never forget when I first met you and the rest of the Boofer clan. 1984, I think it was. I was 8 years old, and you came to be our pastor at the Smurf World Baptist in Creedmoor, North Carolina. Good times. Come a long way since Smurf World Baptist. The church grew, and so we got our own building, if you remember. We became the Creedmoor Baptist Bank across from the Piggly Wiggly. We were really big time then, weren't we? It was a good thing us kids were smart enough not to get ourselves locked into the safe, because nobody knew how to get that safe back open. I have a lot of good memories from times in your ministry. You were my pastor for so many years at a couple different churches, and I guess two of my favorite memories at the Creedmoor Baptist Bank was the first one would be the Christmas play. I was probably by that time, I don't know, 9 or 10 years old, and I was playing the old woman in the play, and I had my gray wig and my cane, and it came time for the play, the day of the play, and Ricky B, little blonde-haired kid, he was a year or so older than me. I'm sure you remember Ricky B. And he was playing one of the wise men with my brothers, and he got it in his head that he thought he should have my cane. And he was trying to take it away from me, and I decided I might as well give it to him. So I gave it to him right on top of his head. And although I got in a lot of trouble for that, I still could see a twinkle in your eye when you saw him come running down the hall screaming and crying that I had beaten him up in the head. And yeah, I got in a lot of trouble for that. But what was even funnier was the time we all realized why God called you to be a pastor and not a mechanic. You remember, I think it was a Maverick you guys had, and you had worked on it on a Wednesday before church, and y'all drove it to church that night. That was when y'all lived over in Raleigh. It was a pretty good hike for y'all. And that night, went out to look at it because you've been having some troubles with it, and all the men of the church were standing around the car, and us kids were standing there, and somebody started the car. It might have been Jim or Rob, and turned the lights on, and they wouldn't turn on. And they put it in reverse, and lo and behold, the lights came on and the windshield wipers turned on. The lights and the windshield wipers wouldn't work in any other gear but reverse. Now, I've never seen your face that color of red before. You're probably going to kill me for telling this story, but it's hilarious and you know it. Then eventually y'all moved to New York, and oh, what a sad time. You see, Becky and I have become best friends, and to this day we still are lifelong best friends. And it was a sad time. You guys were gone like 3 or 4 years, and then you moved to South Carolina, and our family moved to South Carolina right after that, and that was Gospel Light Baptist. Now that was some good memories. I know you were there like 12 years or so, and my family was there for a year, and then we went back to North Carolina, and I ended up back in South Carolina, and I remember you and Mama Sue took me in, and I lived with y'all. You helped me get on my feet as a young adult, and I'll forever be grateful for that. Your ministry and your love for family and for me has had a profound effect on my life. I know probably you wonder sometimes, was anybody listening? Was Misty listening? But I do have some favorite quotes and things that I definitely will never forget in your ministry. One was, it takes 3 to thrive. Sunday morning, Sunday night, and Wednesday night. And I especially enjoyed the multiple times that you quoted Isaiah 1:6 about wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. I think me and your kids got a good kick out of that. You're funny even when you don't mean to be. But the one that stuck with me the most was, I think you told the story about when you went to Tennessee Temple and you were so discouraged, and I can't remember the details of what all had happened, but I think you were sitting outside on the bench and you were thinking about quitting. And you looked up and you saw a sign, I think, I could be getting the details wrong, that said, a test of what you are is a test of what it takes to make you quit. And I've heard you quote that so many times, and it's stuck with me as well. You were the pastor that helped me dedicate Michael, my son Michael, to the Lord in 2001. He's a big boy now, isn't he? And he's saved. He's getting a Christian education at home, and he works in a ministry at the local nursing home. We help out with the service there on Thursday mornings, and I appreciate the influence you had on me, because it helped me to be a better mother and raise my child the way I saw you raising your children, and the love that you have for your family. I have not seen many families as close and loving as yours, and it's a real inspiration and a blessing to see that, especially in today's day and age. I'm really happy to see that the Lord has led you to a ministry in Tennessee. I know you're so happy to be back in your homeland. I know when you're raised in a certain area and you have to go off and live other places, sometimes it can feel like you're in a foreign country. And I'm just so happy for you and for Mama Sue. And I really appreciate your dedication to serving the Lord and doing what He called you to do. And all the messages that you've preached, I sometimes watch the messages that are posted on Facebook, and you're still ministering to me, even though I can't be there every Sunday morning, Sunday night, and Wednesday night like I used to be. And I love you, I miss you, and congratulations again on 50 years of dedicated service to the Lord.